thought I'd make a video answering some of the questions about meditation that I get kind of a lot. And one of the biggest ones is, when should I meditate? What time of day? So I recommend that you do it first thing in the morning before doing anything else. That's what I do. I roll out of bed in the morning, I use the bathroom if I need to, and then I meditate. I don't do anything else in between. And the reason for this is simple. First thing in the morning is when I'm likeliest to actually do it. So I find, and a lot of people find, that the longer we let it go in our day before we do it, the likelier we are to just say, you know what, I'm going to skip it today. And you don't want to do that. It's helpful to be consistent if you can. So if you can't do it first thing in the morning for whatever reason, that's okay. In that case, I'd recommend that you just try and do it at the same time every day. That way you make it into more of a habit and it's easier to stick to. A related question I get is, how long should I meditate for? Well, it varies from person to person. It's great to do it for a minute a day. It's great to do it for an hour or more a day. Those are both perfect. Whatever works for you. But here's what I recommend. Find a length of time that you could easily do every day given your schedule. Don't be optimistic, be realistic. Then take that length of time and do a little bit less than that. Because we're already good in this society at pushing ourselves and giving 110%. Good at that. We're not always as good at being gentle with ourselves. And that's more the approach that you want to take when it comes to meditation. So that's what I'd recommend. The last question I want to cover is, how long does it take before I actually see results from meditation? People ask me that all the time. Now, there isn't a precise answer. I can't give you a number, but I can tell you the factors that affect how long it takes before you start to notice these benefits coming. The biggest factor, in my opinion, is consistency. Are you meditating every day? If you miss days here and there, is that relatively rare? That really makes a difference. Less important, but still significant, is how much you meditate every day. I know that I said you can meditate for an hour, you can meditate for a minute, and that's totally true. But I won't deny that if you meditate for an hour every day, you'll see deeper benefits and they'll come more quickly than if you meditate for a minute every day. That just makes sense. And then a third factor is just your own innate mental dispositions. So personally, I'm a little distractible. That's just my natural tendency. And so it took me a little longer to experience the benefits of meditation than I think it takes the average person. They did come, it just took me a little longer than it might take for most people, and that was fine. And then the final factor I want to mention is, how mindful are you in your daily life? How present are you in your daily life? Are you meditating in the morning, but then spending the rest of your day just letting your mind jump around and around and around and being totally distracted? Or are you bringing your mind back into the present moment? Are you noticing when you become distracted in your daily life and then bringing your mind back to center? If so, that makes an enormous difference. If you meditate in the morning, but then are completely unmindful throughout the rest of your day, it's like running on a treadmill in the morning and then just eating Twinkies the rest of your day. Doesn't really get you anywhere. So those are the questions I wanted to cover, and I hope you find those answers helpful.